Hi everyone. We are almost at the end of the course. In this chapter, as it is one of the important strategy implementation process, we mainly talk about that effective strategic leadership entails successful strategic actions and strategic competitiveness. We need to understand about top management teams, their influence on firm performance. As we learned in Analysis, Strategy, Performance Model in Chapter 1, so-called ASP model, strategic leaders generally guide the firm's approaches to set up effective its vision and mission. And the guidance greatly influence the firm's culture and innovativity. To begin with, we will understand strategic leadership and the importance of top-level managers' role, and understand how they affect a firm's strategic and financial performance. More specifically, we will try to understand the relationship between managerial succession process using internal and external labor market and its pros and cons, and following strategy change. Then we understand more practical 5 key leadership actions that lead firms achieving strategic competitiveness and above average returns. Those are determining the firm's strategic direction, managing the firm's resources, sustaining effective culture, establishing ethical practices, and using of organizational controls. Before we move on the first step, please read the opening case and let's see what Tim Cook in Apple has in terms of strategic leadership in general. Effective strategic leadership is important because the leader's guide to form the firm's vision and mission that influence successful strategic actions that are both formulating strategies and implementing chosen strategies, which are the source of strategic competitiveness and above average returns. Basically, the characteristics of strategic leadership and style must be related to many aspects as you thought about while answering the opening case question and shown in this slide. Overall, the effective strategic leaders should have strong skills to understand analysis, to make better decisions, to manage the operations effectively, to sustain higher performance over time, to solicit feedback from the stakeholders around the firm, and so on. But in general, one person hardly can do these all jobs alone, so teamwork is importantly emphasized. Continuously, let's think about top management team and how they affect firm performance. Managers usually use their discretion and belief based on their knowledge and experience to make and implement a strategic decision. Their discretion, however, should not be overplayed, which means that managers should use more objective external and internal analysis and their personal level or team level characteristics, such as the level of tolerance for ambiguity, commitment to the firm and its desired strategic outcomes, interpersonal skills, aspiration level, and self-confidence. The managerial discretion, formed by analysis and characteristics concerned with effective implementation of strategies, is critical to the firm's success. Because of the critical role of top management team, TMT, composing heterogeneous top management team is even more important to be responsible than homogeneous formation. Research evidence show that a heterogeneous top management team benefits from multiple perspectives and from varied expertise and knowledge. Other research evidence also shows that higher firm performance is achieved with active and direct involvement of board of directors in shaping strategic direction. A powerful CEO is associated with a board of directors and may lead higher performance as well. Although charismatic and powerful CEO is effective, this could be related to poor performance due to overpower. So the most effective forms are sharing and balancing the power among the CEO and board of directors. Now we think about the managerial succession process using internal and external managerial labor markets. Managers can be selected from either internal or external labor market. Internal market, which is inside of the organization, and external market that is outside of the firm. If internal managers become a CEO or one of the top management team, the firm benefits by the CEO's experience with the firm and industry environment and familiarity to its organizational culture and environment as well. On the other hand, an external manager may contribute to firm innovativity by bringing new ideas and technology, while those internal managers may want to continue existing technology and strategy, which is called stale in the saddle. So, based on the TMT composition and managerial labor market, which is about CEO succession, there are different effects on strategy. If the TMT is homogeneous and CEO is hired by internal of the firm tends to continue existing strategy. Alternatively, if the TMT is heterogeneous and a new CEO is hired from outside of the firm, they are likely to change the existing strategy. Especially, it works when the firm's performance is declining. When the new CEO is from inside of the firm and the TMT is heterogeneous, the firm tend to be a bit more innovative rather than just a stable strategy. And a homogeneous TMT and external CEO may create a more ambiguous possibility. The external CEO who is willing to moderate change often increase in performance, but to significant change frequently decline in performance.